Joy is such an important part of children's church. In fact, I think it's probably the most important thing regarding the presence of God and what we do in children's church. So on Sunday morning, I decided I am going to shift the atmosphere in children's church, and I am going to really bring about joy in children's church. So now you must wonder, now, Esme, how on earth do you do that? Well, this is what I did. We have in children's church the word joy that's cut out in wood, and we placed it I placed it in front of the kids on the stage. So the letters J, O, Y, was on the stage. But initially I first scrambled the letters, and I asked the kids, so, what's wrong with what they see on stage? So they quickly pointed out to me that the word joy was spelled incorrectly. And then what I did next was I actually spoke to I told the kids about the scripture in the Bible that says, the joy of the Lord is our strength. And then I said to the kids, okay, I want you to show me strength. Show me what it means to be strong. And of course, what did all the kids do? They did this. So what I did was I said to the kids, okay, I want to see who can do it really well. So, they were showing me, their faces were going like this, and they were showing that they're very strong. And then there was one boy specifically, when he did this, he actually did this. And he was showing how strong he was and how many muscles he had. And it actually was quite funny. So I called him on the stage. And of course, we demonstrated to all the kids, what does it look like when you're strong? So then I repeated the scripture again. And every time I would repeat the scripture, I would point to the letters on the floor that spelled out joy. And I would say, the joy of the Lord is our strength. And then every time I said the word strength, the boy had to show this. Now, it was quite funny. And, after a couple of times of doing this, we were all in stitches. It was really, really funny. And then I said to the kids, okay, whom of you here feel sometimes a bit yucky, or you feel So I said to the kids, okay, now show me And then they started to show me, what is it, what does look like? And there was one girl that had a fantastic expression on her face. So I called her to the front. So now we had two children on the front, and we had the words joy on the stage. So I would go again, and I'd say, remember the scripture, the joy of the Lord is our strength. And then the boy would show his arms, and then I said to them, and when you feel, and then the girl would show her facial expression, we just step into the joy of the Lord. And of course, it was hilarious. So by then, if anybody was feeling a little bit depressed, we were all feeling very happy at that stage. But then I took it even one step further. I said to the kids, okay, so they must remember that in the presence of the Lord, there's a fullness of joy. And I said to them, we are going to do a prophetic act. We are going to step into joy. But if you don't want to just step into joy, you can also jump into joy. And then I said to them, okay, I'm going to count to 3, and then I want you to step forward, but you can make a big step, or you can jump as high as you can. Let's jump into joy. So I counted to 3, and then we took that step. And it was amazing. The shift in the atmosphere that took place was absolutely profound. You cannot start your children's church with oppression or depression. And sometimes you just literally have to either teach about joy, you have to release joy, you have to do something to step into the joy. And that's what we did on Sunday morning, and it worked really, really well.